Here are the latest developments in Asia related to the novel coronavirus pandemic. Wuhan reports new cases. China reported a new cluster of coronavirus cases in the city of Wuhan. 5 new infections were confirmed in one district of Wuhan, the city believed to be ground zero for the global pandemic. The city in central Hubei province only emerged from lockdown roughly 4 weeks ago, after weeks of dwindling cases. No nightlife for Korea. South Korea announced its highest number of new infections in more than a month, driven by a cluster in a Seoul nightlife district. Over the weekend the capital, as well as neighbouring Gyeonggi province and the nearby city of Incheon, ordered all clubs and bars shut after a burst of new cases sparked fears of a second wave. Officials reported 35 new infections, taking the total to 10,909, after recording only single-digit increases for 8 of the preceding 12 days. Authorities later linked 86 cases to the nightclub cluster. India cases jump. India saw its biggest single-day jump in coronavirus cases, even as Prime Minister Narendra Modi was set to meet with state leaders to discuss how to gradually exit the lockdown. The Health Ministry reported 4,213 new infections. Nationwide, there have been almost 70,000 cases, with more than 2,000 deaths confirmed. Despite the increase, Modi is expected to discuss with state leaders later on Monday how to gradually exit the lockdown and boost the flagging economy. India was due to lift the shutdown on May 17. Horses out, humans in. One of Singapore's horse racing clubs will convert parts of its grounds to house mild cases of virus-infected migrant workers. Although such workers form the majority of the city-state's 23,000 cases, many do not require hospitalization. Many are currently being housed in community care facilities, rather than their crowded dormitories. The Singapore Turf Club, which operates and manages the racecourse, said parts of the facility will be converted so workers can be temporarily housed and relieve pressure on hospitals. New Zealand to end lockdown.
New Zealand will phase out its coronavirus lockdown over the next 10 days after successfully containing the virus, although some restrictions will remain, Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern said.
From Thursday, shopping malls, restaurants, cinemas and playgrounds will reopen, with the country moving to level 2 on its 4-tier system. New Zealand has only 90 active cases. Sri Lanka stocks nosedive. Sri Lanka's stock exchange was shut 38 seconds after opening for the first time since a 52-day lockdown was imposed as a plunge in share prices triggered a circuit breaker. Soon after the restart, prices tumbled 10%, leading the Colombo Stock Exchange to stop trading. Coronavirus cuts cartoon. Production of the world's longest-running cartoon and a mainstay of the Japanese weekend has been interrupted by the coronavirus, forcing the broadcast of reruns for the first time in decades. Seizi-san, first aired in 1969 and revolves around the life of Mrs. Seizi, a cheerful but klutzy full-time housewife. The popular 30-minute episodes will stop from May 17, the network said, and reruns will be aired each Sunday instead.